inside 7-Eleven, there's a CC in Mostafa's file. The police department in the server, they have a video where the CCTV video, it shows Mostafa entering 7-Eleven. It shows Mostafa coming up to the register. And it shows that he's attempting to use a coupon. And then the clerk tells, it looks like he's telling him he's not taking the coupon. And it looks like Mostafa is going into
the website
to pull up the actual coupon. Because when you zoom in, you can clearly see it's a Newport coupon. And he's attempting to save, what, $2 off his pack of cigarettes?
He's trying to save money on a pack of cigarettes.
Now, at one point, that video gets corrupted. Where is the rest of the CCTV video where it shows that Mostafa went to
let's slow down. Let's slow down a little bit.
Okay.
So, 2.5 years later, the prosecutor wants to tell us that Mostafa Alghazari took Dorothy and Empress, and out of rage, he's going to crash his car into oncoming traffic, which, by the way, he's the driver. So you're basically alleging that this man is about to kill himself.
I mean, that narrative doesn't make sense. You want to tell me that Mostafa drove himself into oncoming traffic?
That's what she's alleging, that he's going to kill himself. He's going to kill his girlfriend, the 5-year-old. But when you look at the facts of this case, the man is trying to save $1. You want to tell me that someone who's about to kill himself is trying to save $1? You think somebody would give a rat's ass about $1 if they're about to kill him? And another key factor in this case is that Mostafa wasn't wearing a seatbelt. You want to tell me this man is about to drive into oncoming traffic, he's going to end his life, and he's not wearing a seatbelt?
The dash camera inside the vehicle is his dash camera, right?
You want to tell me that the prosecutor is alleging that Dorothy was essentially kidnapped and Dorothy didn't have a seatbelt?
Now, let me ask you this. That dash camera, he had it for almost over 5 years, right?
He's had it for a long time.
So he has a giant dash camera inside his vehicle that has a screen monitor looking at him, so he can visibly see the dash camera.
Every time we talk about this dash camera, I bought the same camera because I went to Best Buy. I looked up Mostafa's purchase history, and I went online and I purchased the same exact camera, the same exact one. I'm really tempted to go to my car and just grab it really quick so people can see what this camera looks like. You
do that, and I'll pull up a CCTV video from inside the 7-Eleven. So this community can see what was Mostafa doing at the 7-Eleven.
Okay, let me go grab it real quick.
All right, so this is a CCTV video where it shows that Mostafa. So if you go on YouTube under Not Another Boring Podcast, you're going to see a playlist called The Falsified, a playlist called Police Body Cams, Mostafa Alghazari. Now, the file of Mostafa Alghazari is sealed. Commonwealth Amy Ashworth, if you put in a FOIA, if you're from Virginia and you put in a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, Commonwealth Amy Ashworth, the police department, will deny your FOIA. But I got my hand on the file. I have all the police body cams, all the documents in this case, and I'm leaking them on the internet. So this community can verify what Commonwealth Amy Ashworth is telling you. Amy Ashworth lied about the whole entire case. This is a vehicle accident. The police department crushed and staged the vehicle, cut and muted and edited the dash camera, weaponized the children in the children. His girlfriend had a 9, a 10, a 14. They weaponized those children. They told them a bunch of lies before they walked them into the forensic interview. This is a CCTV video from inside the 7-Eleven that shows Mostafa is using a coupon to save $1, $2 off his pack of cigarette. Let's go over it. This is Exhibit 2.
Don't settle for less. Here's what others are doing to fix missing and broken teeth. The company everyone has been raving about is called Nuvia, with thousands of 5-star reviews and a 99.
what you see here, this is Exhibit 2 and the Mostafa Alghazari case. This is a CCTV video from inside 7-Eleven. Mostafa pulls into a 7-Eleven. Let's watch before we watch this CCTV, let's watch the outsides. Where Mostafa pulls into a 7-Eleven. I'm going to fast forward just a little bit, just so you can see Mostafa's vehicle pull in. Okay. All right. This is Mohammed. I'm playing the CCTV from outside 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Just want everybody to see.
By the way, I'll say this.
Yeah.
When the prosecutor made those accusations against Mostafa,
Yeah.
I immediately went to that 7-Eleven, and I was trying to get them to save the video from that day. Okay? Because, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, we find this video
Yeah.
buried in Mustafa's file on evidence.com, okay? And the video tells it all, okay? You want to talk about a man that is allegedly kidnapping Dorothy and her 5-year-old, yet you can clearly see him in this video leave the car running, go into the 7-Eleven, okay? And he's trying to save $1. He buys candy for the little girl, okay? He's washing his car. He's spending all this time on cleaning his car, filling up gas, saving $1 to buy a pack of cigarettes. And then you want to tell me this guy doesn't care about his life?
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. And by the way, this is the camera. I don't know, which camera am I on? That one. Okay. Let me make this a little. Can you pause that for a little bit?
You want to pause it?
Yeah, pause it
And
for a
then
second.
come back to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is Mustafa's dash camera. You see this? So, this was essentially clipped onto his windshield. This is the front lens. And then you have the interior lens. And what do you have here? You have a giant screen that's about maybe 2 inches by 4 inches. A giant screen that's directly
looking right at you.
Looking at you. Okay, you can clearly see yourself. The screen splits in half. You can see the outside and you can see the inside on this screen. And this is what Mostafa, Dorothy, and Empress were looking at. I mean, you can't ignore it. This is a pretty big camera. It's not something that you could say, oh, he installed it and forgot about it. No, this is directly sitting in the windshield. Okay, and he's looking at himself in the camera. Now, you want to tell me somebody is going to commit suicide and he's going to murder somebody on camera while trying to save $1, filling up the car with gas, buying Empress candy, washing his car? I mean, that
things, narrative doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Okay, and when it doesn't make sense, it's bullshit. Okay, so this is a dash camera. Okay, this is what Mostafa was looking at. Okay, and I know this is like down the road we're going to talk about it, but when we look at the camera and evidence, okay, you can clearly see that the charging port, the metal.
You want me to pull up the
yeah,
picture?
So the metal that goes into the charging port, it's still attached to the dash camera. Okay, yet the wire that is in the vehicle is cut.
Yeah.
Physically cut by someone.
I'm going to pull up the wire that...
Chad Mason. Okay, it's physically cut by someone.
Well,
because
Chad Mason gets on the stand.
Because if the wire got ripped out from the base where it left the metal into the charging port, you would see the base, the plastic base, missing the metal. But that's not what we see in the photos. We see a wire that is physically cut right down the middle. That's what we see. That's called tampering with evidence for Chad Mason, who admitted on the stand in October of last year that he doesn't know department policy with how to handle digital evidence.
Chad Mason gets on the stand. We have an audio of Chad Mason tell Judge Carol Weimer, the presiding judge in the Mostafa Alghazari case. He tells him that I violated department policy. And then he goes on. He violated department policy. He took the dash camera back to his vehicle. He took the SD card, programmed it, plugged it into his computer, downloaded the files, took possession of those files for 2 days, and then got a subpoena 2 days later. A warrant. Then got a warrant 2 days later.
So you're telling
he took
me
the dash
you're
camera.
telling me Chad Mason reached
he
into Mustafa's car, grabbed his giant camera out of the car, took it to his computer, plugged it in, programmed it, did whatever he did with the files,
downloaded and then he puts it back into Mustafa's car.
He didn't just put it back. He went back and he clipped it onto the windshield, as if. And then the photos you see of them taking like pictures of the dash camera attached to the windshield, as if like, you know, they're trying to act like they're taking pictures of the crime scene, you know, the untampered with crime scene. This is how we found it. No, Chad Mason admitted that he took this thing off the windshield and then put it back later. Okay? Robert Drum admits...
You're talking about this picture.
Robert Drum admits he took the dash cam out of evidence on April 19th. What's so significant about that? Well, Kathy Zymus with Digital Forensics didn't get to make a mirror image copy of this dash cam. She didn't save the files so that when she manipulates the files, she's not tampering with the original. All that happened on the 24th of April, which is way past the days where Chad Mason played with it,